Do you listen to your emotional responses? That's what we're going to talk about in today's Weekday Wisdom. Hi, this is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor. And today I'm going to talk about question number 10 in the quiz I gave you way back in episode 40. Now, question 10 is: I notice and heed the emotional signals that tell me I'm out of balance. Irritability, overwhelm, resentment. True or false? Now, if you're a typical busy entrepreneur, it is really hard to say true to this one. You get caught up in all the things that you need to get done, that sometimes you just don't pay attention to the fact that you're just more irritable than normal, or that you're feeling overwhelmed, or that you're starting to resent what you have to do. Now, that said, sometimes when you're feeling irritable, it may be for other reasons. Maybe you haven't had enough sleep. Maybe it's that time of the month. Who knows? All sorts of things can cause irritability: hunger, hormones, lack of sleep, all sorts of things. But you got to pay attention to that. Are those things that are causing irritability because you're not paying attention to your own needs? Or is it just something that's happening and there's not much you can do about that? Same thing with overwhelm. Sometimes when you're overwhelmed, you feel overwhelmed because you feel like there's all this stuff you have to do and there's this much time in which you need to do it. And believe me, I know this one, especially when you're doing a side hustle, because you've got your day job, which takes up 40 hours a week, plus travel time, and you're trying to get this side business going. And especially in the beginning, there's all this stuff that needs to happen and you want it to happen now, but it's going to take like a year. And believe me, I know. But those are the times when you need to start setting limits. So one thing I like to do is I set a limit and when I work after work, I don't work past 7. That gives me 7 to about 10 to kind of wind down, spend some time with my husband, take care of me. Now, I don't always do that. Sometimes I'm on a roll, and that's okay. When you're on that roll, when you're in the zone, it's okay to do a little bit more than you normally would. But listen to your overwhelm and see if there are limits you can put on. Yes, things might take a little bit longer than you originally thought, but the price you're paying with overwhelm is probably going to be too high. And finally, with resentment, that is the worst. When you find yourself resenting anything in your life, it is time to take a good hard look and see what is it that's causing that resentment and fix it. Because resentment festers and it turns into anger, and that anger can burst outward onto people who do not deserve it, or it can fester inward and cause all sorts of dis-ease or disease. So I challenge you, take a look at what your emotions are telling you about how you're managing your time and start putting in some self-care into what you do daily, weekly, monthly. Because you don't want to poison your life or your business with any of these emotions of irritability, overwhelm, or resentment, and especially resentment. This is Carma Spence, the Own Your Awesome Mentor, telling you, you need to do this. Don't box yourself in. Think outside the box. Spread your wings and fly. Because you, yes, you right there, are capable of more than you know. If you like this video, please comment below. Like it on YouTube. Talk to me. Let me know any questions you have about this episode or questions you might have for future episodes. I will be doing a series on writing books. If you've got questions about that, that'd be perfect. Your question in for a future video. But I can also answer questions about online marketing, mindset, public speaking. Ask me your questions. Influence future episodes of Weekday Wisdom. I want you to join the conversation and talk to me.